Okay, the second technique adalah systematic sampling technique. Okay, this technique we'll use the systematic step. Okay, it is a sample will obtain by selecting every kth member of the population, where k is a counting number. Okay, so first of all, you kena kira dulu. We need to calculate the value of k. So how to find the value of k? K adalah capital N divide small n, which is the number of population, divide the number of sample. How many sample that we need to choose? It depends pada the researcher himself. Okay, so the process adalah, first of all, like I said before this, all the probability sampling technique ni kena ada sampling frame. So first of all, get a sampling frame and sort alphabetically. So untuk systematic sampling, kena sort alphabetically ataupun kena sort from, tak kisahlah. Yang penting kena sort daripada lower to higher ke, nak sort daripada higher to lower number pun tak kisah. Yang penting kena sortkan dulu you punya sampling frame, number and sort. Yang kedua, okay, tadi sort and then numberkan dia. Sort dan numberkan satu sehingga berapalah you punya population size. And then find the interval k, population size divide dengan sample size, dan you akan dapat nilai k. Contohnya population ada 100, sampel yang kita nak select adalah 20. So k will be 100 divide 20, you will get 5. So means that we need to select the sample for every 5% ataupun for every 5 object will be our sample. So contohnya tadi k kita 5. So nak select sample, first of all select the first sample, R at random. Okay, so the first sample should be select from 1 to 5. Contohnya tadi kan kita punya k adalah 5. Select satu random number R tu, select the first sample, dinamakan R. First sample you nak select, you can select daripada nombor 1 sehingga nombor 5. Tak kisahlah nak select nombor 2 ke, nombor 3 ke, nombor 4 ke, nombor 1 ke, nombor 5 ke, tak kisah. Contohnya first sample kita select number 2. Kan number 2 boleh select sebab daripada 1 hingga 5, pilih mana-mana number sebagai first sample. So kita pilih nombor 2 contohnya. So means that the second person will be our first sample. Tadi kan kita punya step yang awal tadi kena sortkan dan kena numberkan 1 sehingga 100. 1 sehingga 100. So you dah numberkan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sampai 100. So tadi kita punya, lepas kita dapatkan K5 tadi, the first sample will be the second number. So second person will be the first sample. Nextnya adalah tadi 2 will be the first sample, number 2. The next one will be 2 tadi, 2 plus 5. Okay, every 5th. Yang kelima, yang kelima. Tadi 2, yang kelima selepas itu adalah 7. So 7%, okay, orang yang ke-7 will be the second sample, will be selected as the second sample. Faham tak? Okay, the next one will be 7 tadi. Tadi dah orang yang ke-7. So, orang yang ke-5 selepas 7 pula. 7 tambah 5. So, orang yang ke-12 will be the next sample. So, you will doing that every 5% tadi sehinggalah you dapat 20 sample that we need to select. Okay, boleh faham Ini penting systematic sampling technique. Okay, so example kat bawah ni, 20 students from part 1 CS111, which consists of 100 students, is to be selected using the systematic sampling. Describe how to select the sample. First step, get the sampling frame of the students. Contohnya, ID number. Metric number of students will be the sampling frame, dan sortkan dia. Okay, ataupun nama student, sortkan nama. And then numberkan dia 1 sehingga 100. Find the interval. 100 divide 20, you will get 5. The first sample will be selected from 1 until 5. Let's say you select number 5. You select number 5, so student yang kelima will be the first sample. The next sample pula adalah 5 tambah 5, 10 pula. The second sample will be the student yang ke-10. You will doing that until you get 20 students as the sample. Okay, that is the systematic sampling technique. Okay, so kita tengok contoh. Okay. Nanti bila you dah ada manual, nanti dalam manual akan ada nota sikit lah. Akan ada, you boleh baca lagi, dan juga ada example, ada illustration using diagram dan juga figure. So you boleh tengok kat situ juga nanti. Okay, bila dah ada textbook. Okay, let's say kat sini, parking at College Excellence has become a very big problem as the number of students now is reaching 1,000. College admin are interested in determining the average parking time, which is the time it takes students to find a parking spot. An administrator inconspicuously followed 250 students and carefully recorded their parking time. Okay, so that is the case study, dia punya situation. So the first of all, let answer the question. Identify the population of interest. What is the population of interest to the College of Administration? So dia punya population kat sini adalah 1,000. Semua student kan, 1,000 students of College Excellence. Okay, all the 1,000 students from College Excellence, that is the population. State the variable to be measured. Dia nak kaji pasal apa ni? Okay, kalau you tengok the second sentence, dia kata the administration interested in determining the average parking time. So dia punya variable adalah average parking time. That is the variable of interest. And name the type of variable. The type of variable ni, parking time. Parking time adalah masa. So masa adalah continuous, quantitative variables. Okay. C. What is a possible sampling frame for this study? If systematic sampling method is to be used, explain how a sample of 250 students can be selected. So first question, what is the sampling frame for this study? What do you think? Okay, the sampling frame, sebab ni number of students. So the sampling frame, it can be number of car. Betul tak? Number of car pula. Apa ni? Plate. Car plate. Okay, plate number. Number plate of the car. Okay. For 1,000 students. Okay, sebab biasanya bila nak masuk parking kan, kita students pun dia akan kena register, betul tak? Kena register dengan universiti untuk bila nak bawa kenderaan. Okay, so daripada situ, the administrator can have the plate number for every student's car. Okay, so that is the sampling frame. If the systematic sampling method is to be used, explain how a sample of 250 students can be selected. So kita kena explain step by step. The first one, list of the sampling frame has to be sorted. Tadi kan kena sortkan dulu dia punya plate number. Sortkan plate number 1 until 1000. Okay. And then find the interval K. Find the interval K will be 1000 divide to 50. So you akan dapat berapa? Dia punya value interval K, it will be 4. So every fourth car will be selected. Okay, owner of the car will be selected as sample. Alright. So next step, dah cari K and then choose one number from 1 to 4. Okay, choose one number from 1 to 4. Let's say we choose number 3. So the third car that enter the parking gate will be the first sample. The next one, the second sample will be 3 plus 4. Kan? Setiap 4. First yang ketiga, the next one will be the fourth. Ataupun you boleh juga alternatif lain, boleh juga kita katakan every fourth car that enter the parking gate will be the sample. And then bila nak stop, sehingga kita dapat 250 car that enter the parking gate. Every fourth car until we get 250 owner of the car. Okay, so the administrator will recorded dia punya parking times. Boleh? So you kena list down kan lah. Sebab kat sini dia ada bagi 1000 tu dia punya population dan dia punya sample 250. So you need to list down all the number that will be selected. Tapi kat sini sebab banyak sangat 250 sampel, you kena list down. So cukuplah sekadar you buat sehingga 5 saja dan buat dot kat sebelah tu. So let's say the first one will be the fourth car, the next one will be the 8th car, the next one will be the 12th car, car yang ke-12, the next will be the 16th car and so on. Okay, that is the way how you explain the sampling technique, the systematic sampling procedure. So sama juga sebenarnya systematic ni pun akan ada advantage dan juga disadvantage dia. Okay, nanti bila you dah dapat manual you boleh baca, but I akan briefly explain a little bit. Systematic sampling is easy juga kan, easy to use if the population frames are available. Okay, easy to use if population frames are available. And then kalau tak available, the researcher boleh we can choose the K tu, researcher tu boleh randomly choose according to the previous study. Okay, apa-apa pun kena ada literature review. Okay, and then systematic sampling is also less expensive and simple to design. Dia sama sebenarnya systematic dengan SRS tadi, cuma bezanya systematic ni kita ada kena kira interval tu je. Kena kira interval, dia lagi more systematic lah. Kalau simple random sampling kena gunakan random number table. Okay, so untuk disadvantage pula, systematic bias are possible. So maybe akan timbulnya bias. Sebab apa? Sebab if population frames are not available, so the researcher kena pilih sendiri the number of K tadi. Okay, so daripada situ akan timbulnya bias bila researcher tu akan pilih maybe number yang dia suka, and so on. Okay, alright, so that is the advantage and disadvantage. Later you can read further in the manual.